Hey, it's Katie here, and today I'm going to talk to you about my experience in Shanghai. If we haven't met before, me and my husband are British expats living here in Tianjin, China, and vlogging as we go. So if you want to see more living in China videos, make sure you hit subscribe. Background about me. I am a primary school teacher living here in Tianjin, working at an international school, and me and my colleague took our year 5s down to Shanghai a few weeks ago, and today I thought I would talk to you about my experience there. So to begin with, we went down to the Tianjin West Station, which is one of the most popular stations here in our city. We took a train down to Shanghai, which took about 5 hours. Train travel here in China is really easy and convenient. You can even book your ticket in advance on Ctrip, and it's in English. The speed train goes as fast as 300 kilometers an hour, and I found it a great way to see some of the Chinese countryside. Once we arrived in Shanghai, we took a coach to our hotel, checked in, and then took the children out to a local pier where we could get on a cruise ship that went along the Shanghai River. The boat was really nice. It was a really nice experience to enjoy with my colleagues and the children. It took you across the Bund and you got to see the Shanghai buildings and architecture lit up at night. The next day we took the 2-hour drive down to ZhouZhuang, the most famous water town here in China. But before we visited the water town, we actually went into a science museum. Now this is a slightly unusual science museum. It wasn't what I was expecting at all. It reminded me a little bit of the bodies exhibit that travels around the world, and you see skeletons and muscles of humans and animals. The kids really enjoyed it. We then went for lunch at a traditional Chinese restaurant in ZhouZhuang. In China, one of the most popular meal options you can have is a Zhuanpan styled meal. This is where you have lots of different local dishes on a circular plate that you can turn and help yourself to the food. So on this day, it was actually 38 degrees and very, very hot. Callum texted me saying it was raining back in Tianjin, but it definitely wasn't doing that in Shanghai. The water town was really pretty and I managed to get some shots, but unfortunately I didn't get too many. I'll be honest, I was a little bit paranoid about taking a bunch of year 5s around a town full of canals. Then we stopped for some ice cream because, you know, it was hot, and then we headed back to Shanghai, which took 2 hours. Once we were back in the city, we went to a park and the kids enjoyed just playing around and relaxing for a bit, getting out of the heat. There was lots of shade in the park, so it was really nice. So it's nearly 5 o'clock, we are just chilling out in the park, the kids are playing and we're going to go to dinner soon, but it's still super, super warm here. It's like 38 degrees. We are melting a little bit, I must say, we are melting. Then we went for dinner and I was really happy to see some sweet and sour chicken on the table. So it wasn't quite like the sweet and sour chicken that you get in the UK, but it was just as delicious. We then went to a circus. We went to the Shanghai Circus World and the kids loved it, and to be honest, I must say I loved it too. It was really, really good and it was definitely top class. I wasn't quite sure what to expect, but it was a really fantastic performance. After that, we headed back to our hotel and got a good night's sleep. And that was the end of our first full day in Shanghai. The following day, we go to Shanghai Disneyland, which I'm going to talk about more extensively in another vlog. So keep an eye out for that, that will be coming shortly. Anyway, if you like this video, please make sure you give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and remember, stay creative. Bye!